Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Isaac with Upscale Digital. This here is an account from a moving company in New Jersey that I've been working with going on 2 years. Just to show you some of their recent results this month. So far, September 1st to September 22nd, they've spent a total of $9,372.98, and they had 6,488 impressions or people saw their ads, but that's not the most important metric, right? What we care about are the actual clicks or interactions, so we can dive in and take a look at the different campaigns. Just to show you what they got this month so far, the account was able to generate 102 leads for a cost of $118 a lead, which is very competitive in the New Jersey market. I was actually speaking to Google Ads special team that deals with companies that want to expand and double their lead efforts. And they told me that if we double this budget here, we would be expecting to pay as high as $200 a lead. And I told them that's not going to work for my client. But so far, so good. You know, this account has been doing very well for a long time. It's converting at 11.1% on the total account. And we made some changes recently. So the enabled campaigns, meaning we had some that we removed that weren't doing as well. So currently the account is projecting that we're going to be at 18%. We're actually already at 18% for the current campaign. So we're converting much higher this month than we were before. We took away some campaigns that were just not giving us the best bang for the buck. Okay, so let's do a top-down kind of look. Our first campaign is New Jersey Movers, which is just individuals typing in moving company near me, moving services near me, and NJ Movers. That's a big keyword here in New Jersey. So if you're in a different state, it would be NYC Movers for New York City, and so on and so forth. So you can see that this campaign converts at 14.7%, which is really good. I would say average campaigns can be anywhere from 4% conversion rate all the way to 25% I've seen. But it really varies. It varies on your geographic location, on how competitive your area is, on your budget. Everything really plays a factor, and of course, everything you do with the account and how the account is optimized. So this campaign spent a total of $1,000 this month. The average cost per click is $27.72. It is expensive. The New Jersey market is really expensive, but our job is not to worry about it is partly our job to worry about the cost per click. We try to do as good as we can for our customers and try to get them cheaper clicks. But really, the metric that we always focus on is cost per lead. What are you paying per lead at the end of the day? It doesn't matter if my cost per click is $5 or it's $20, but am I hitting my client's target? And my client's target is to be at around $120 per lead. And that's where we have them. So this campaign, we spent the most amount of money on, $4,800 this month. The interaction rate on it is 5.27%, which is really good. Hoboken is an area in New Jersey that is very active. So we spent $1,299 on that, and we got 60 clicks, 5.3% interaction rate. Interaction rate really means that we had 1,000 people, 1,100 people see our ad, but only 60 people clicked. And I'll show you in a little bit how to improve your interaction rate. So our average cost per click here is also very high, $21.66, but that's it. That's what it is. And conversion rate is really high at 23.3%. So it's converting really well, right? We were able to generate 14 leads for a client for this specific city at a cost of $92 per lead. Next one is Jersey City, which is also a very big city in New Jersey that is very active and very prominent, and same cost as Hoboken, $93 a lead. This one is converting at a whopping 29.8%, almost 30%. This is a branded campaign, which means Optimal Moving is our client. People who search for Optimal Moving, we don't want them to click on different companies and competitors getting the lead. So we're only spending $5 per click on average for that, only $200 a month, just to make sure that people, repeat clients who are coming back, should come back to the company here and not to competitors, which can happen, believe it or not. Here's another big new campaign that we did, Montclair Movers. We only spent, $574. Here, the client really wanted to bid on this city and to get traction here. But here, our cost per conversion is really high. So we may decide to omit this campaign and actually put the money into NJ Movers, which is converting much better. Maybe Jersey City, maybe Hoboken. We'll have a discussion with the client about that. This is a brand new campaign that we actually just started working on this week. So far, we've had 2 conversions here. This is a New Jersey to Florida campaign, which I need to work on and get that cost down. I think I could get it down to 180, 200 level with a little bit of work on the campaign. This is another brand new campaign we just put out, no conversions yet. So we have to check here what we can do to start getting conversions. So this is a quick account overview, right? These campaigns are limited by budget, which means if I want to spend more money on these, I can actually get more leads if I spend more money in these 3 campaigns. But when I have my next call with my client, I'll let them know these 2 campaigns are converting at a good clip, at a good rate, and do you want to add more money here? Probably Hoboken would be a good one. Now, what's another thing I wanted to discuss? So I want to show you okay. So here, if we look at target CPA for this Hoboken campaign, right? We're at $135, meaning we're telling Google that we don't want to spend more than $135. Ideally, that's our target CPA. Sometimes it goes above that for certain campaigns. For the Near Me campaign, right? If people type in moving company near me, we're actually at 149 per conversion. But on the mixed keywords, we're only at $70. So blended, we're at $92.84 for the total campaign. So we're still well below the $135 cost per acquisition target that we set. Now, of course, if you keep driving your CPA numbers up, you can get more conversions. But look at this. At $135, where we're at right now, we got we're getting 2 conversions estimated, right? If we double that and we go almost double that and go to 213, we're only expected to get 1 more lead. So it doesn't really make sense for us to go to that number. And sometimes this simulator is good to show you if it's really worth it for you to bump up the numbers or not. Okay. The next thing I want to discuss is going over the account recommendations. So let's go here and see what recommendations we're getting. So here's let's go to campaign specific recommendations. So let's go one by one. So this one is an 85% optimization score. So let's click here. So the recommendation here, they want me to go from they want me to increase my total budget from 170 per day to I believe 470 a day, 490 per day, right? Here I'm spending 170. They want me to increase it by 320. They want me to almost triple my daily budget, and all I'm expected to get is 11 more leads per week. Now, if you have a very aggressive client, if you're an aggressive moving company that just wants to get leads and you're willing to pay more than what they're currently paying. So this would drive our cost per lead up by $43. So let's see what they're paying now. So we're paying for New Jersey movers, we're paying let's go to the right, 145 per lead. So if I was very, very aggressive and I said, I want to spend another $45 on top of that, that would put me at what? That would put me at $190 a lead, which is close to what the team at Google told me. My client is not going to like spending $200 a lead. Yes, I can get him 11 more leads per week, but again, we have to work within our clients' budget constraints, and this client actually has a very healthy budget. So I'm going to dismiss this recommendation just because it's not going to work for me. Okay, so I'm going to say I don't think this will improve my performance. Now, the recommendations here are not always going to be the best. For example, try the new Google Ads mobile app and monitor your performance. We don't need that because we use our desktop to do work on all of our clients, and we don't use a mobile. Mobile is just good to check if you're the client yourself and you want to really do a quick check. So this is not going to work for us. Not relevant. Okay. Price assets. Our client specifically doesn't want to put pricing here because then potential customers are gonna bring it up during a phone call, and it's not a good practice. So we're not going to be talking about price assets here, so I can dismiss this one at all as well. So let's dismiss this one. What's the next one? More keywords. Move in storage near me. That's not a good keyword. Find a mover near me. Maybe, but we already have a campaign working well, so these are not the best keywords for me. I'm gonna also get rid of that. And this one is also not relevant to me. So I'm gonna say, I don't think this will improve my performance. Okay, this one is actually good, a good site link description. So we have site links here. So when we have our ad, this is our headline, and then we have the description here, and then we have site links under that. What are the site links? Those are little teasers for clients to potential customers or leads to click on your ad. So we can say something here like request a quote or get $200 off your move. So that's below your ad. So let's see what we have currently. So let's view that, request a quote. So we can say description here, get a free, no obligation quote, get a quote today, and get $50 off your move. So that's too long. Get $50 off your move today. So these are this is how it would show up on an ad. So we have Optimal Moving, we have their page, we have their headline, trusted NJ movers near you, top rated New Jersey movers, and then we don't play games, flat rate means no extra fees, get peace of mind today, and then request a quote. Now we can do something a little bit better than request a quote, something that's going to get their attention more. So what's going to get potential customer's attention? Get $50 off your quote now. That's going to be too long. Off your move now. So get $50 off your move now is going to get someone to want to click. And we have the description, so we're going to apply this one. So instead of long distance movers, we can say moving out of state, question mark. Get affordable, get an affordable moving quote, get $100 off your move today. Because it's a long distance move, so we're going to do a little bit bigger promotion, apply. Now our optimization score is at 100% because we dismissed a lot of things that didn't work for us. We worked on something that was relevant to us. So now when we go back to campaigns and we go to all campaigns, we can see that our optimization score is 100% for NJ movers. Again, you have to go one by one and see what is going to be relevant to you and your client. I have to go through all of these and get them to 100%. With a Google Ads account for any business, not just a moving company, and I've worked on this account for nearly 2 years, there's always going to be more work that you can do in an account and improve it and get it better. What's another thing I can show you guys? Negative keywords, right? That's very important. So let's take a look at a campaign that's very busy. Let's take a look at NJ Movers. So we can go Insights and Reports, Search Terms. Negative keywords, just so you know while I pull this up, are keywords. We want to make sure that when people, for example, someone searched here, movers near me, 7 clicks this month alone, and we did get 2 conversions from it. So you can actually see that this keyword actually got us 2 leads. And the conversion rate is 28% on it, and the cost per lead was only $80 on this keyword. This keyword also converted for us 2 leads, but it cost us $150. And I'm not concerned about that, because if I do a blended rate between this one and this one, we're probably around $110, $120. But what I'm more concerned about are keywords that are not relevant to me, or keywords that are not getting me leads, right? So 2 guys and a truck movers was clicked on twice this month. I spent $45 for my client, and it got a conversion, funny enough. It's not the best keyword for us, because it's really like targeting a company like 2 Men in a Truck, I believe is the name. So while we got 1 conversion for it, it was really a fluke. And so I'm going to add that to negative keywords. And then we set up these negative keywords list, and this one falls under competitor. And I can show you how to make a new list if I come up with something we don't have. This is a good keyword, flat rate movers and J. It was $31 a click, but we got 1 click, 1 conversion. That's perfect, right? If we could always have that, that would be amazing. I'm just gonna look here and see if there's something that stands out to me. For example, Booth Moving Company. That's and Bob Plaza Movers Brick. Those are competitors, right? Here's an ad in Spanish, so we don't want that. Craigslist Movers, we don't want that. That's going to be a very cheap customer. CubeSmart Movers, D&D Movers, Dolly Service, another ad, another keyword in Spanish. Fidelity Moving. How much are moving companies? I don't want, I did get a conversion for this, but how much are moving companies is not the most targeted kind of keyword. So I'm going to disallow this, going to disallow that. How much to pay movers? Again, lug movers, Main Street Movers, Moishes Moving. These are all competitors. Competitors or keywords that don't work for me. So let me go and add these. And I'm going to put these under competitors. Most of these are competitors. Okay. And the reason I save these lists is because when I take this to a new mover, to a new moving account, because I have a lot of moving clients, when I take this to a new account, I'm going to be able to know, okay, now we can take all these negative keywords and we have a list of over 400, and I can apply that to a new moving company. So mover for 1-bedroom apartment, not the best. My client doesn't love doing 1-bedroom apartments, but they still do them. What else? This is, I believe another Spanish word. This is a competitor. Piece of Cake Mover. That's a company we know. Pink Zebra, that's another competitor. Quick Easy Movers. Santini Brothers, another one in Spanish. TaskRabbit, that's a service for labor. We don't want that. Again, TaskRabbit. Top Notch is a company, a competitor. 2 guys in a truck. Yuma's Moving. Again, we have a lot of competitors here. So this is why you need to work on an account all the time, because if you don't work on an account, I believe every 2 days, then you're going to fall behind. You're going to have keywords that don't apply. So now that we cleaned this list up, I can look at what else we have left. So here we have, even though, well, this is a New Jersey campaign, so we're going to have all of New Jersey. So we have Jersey City. Even though we have a specific Jersey City campaign, we can still target Jersey City through this campaign. So we have Movers Wayne. Wayne is a city in New Jersey. Moving companies that pack for you. That's a good keyword. This actually got a conversion. One click, one conversion. Love to see that. It's for $17. If I go down here, these are all good keywords, right? Moving services, moving companies, Bridgewater. But you can see that these actually had a few impressions, but didn't actually get clicks. So that's fine. We're more concerned with ones that got clicks. Now, if you look here, there are over 1,048 keywords that got impressions. A lot of them didn't get clicks. And so my job is to go through this list and make sure that my client does not get clicks for, companies that are competitors. I mean, you're not always going to be able to catch it before it happens. But the good thing is if you actively manage the account, you prevent it from happening again and again. Here's another keyword, Pensa Movers NJ. One impression, but it didn't get a click. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure it never gets a click, and I'm going to put it on their competitor. Okay, so enough about negative keywords. You understand that now, and you understand what I do for my client as far as optimizing the campaign. There's a lot that goes into it. Another thing I want to do is take a look at the interaction rate, right? All of them are in the 5s, and this one has 8% because it's very targeted, right? New Jersey to Florida. People are moving from outside of New Jersey going to Florida. So those very specific long distance campaigns are always going to be better. The question is, how do I get these closer to 6%? Because this is 5.8 is closer to 6%, and these are lower. So New Jersey Movers, we can take a look at the ads. So let's go here. And we have many different sets of ads, right? Because we want to make sure that we're letting Google's AI pin these ads against each other, and to make sure that we're really, really, really getting the best results for our client. This specific campaign gets 65 clicks. This one gets 48 clicks. This one gets 41 clicks. So let's take a look at the CTRs, right? Click-through rates. This one is 5%, 5%, almost 5%, 7%. So what do we do here that was so good? This one also has 7%. Why? Because it's A+ rated NJ Moving Companies, over 1K reviews. People love that. This one has 2.4%. So it's extremely, extremely low. We need to work on this one. So let's do edit and see what we're looking like. So we have trusted NJ Movers near you, top rated New Jersey Movers, NJ's #1 moving company, 5,000 plus happy customers, NJ Movers with honest rates, no hidden fees ever, flat rates, no hidden fees. You get the point. These are pretty good, and I like them a lot, but these are probably not the best. We need to talk to the client and really give them something that is going to make them want to click these ads, right? So I'm going to pull up my notes and see what we can change this to. Okay, so instead of trusted NJ Movers near you, we can do something like, let me think, trusted NJ Movers near you. Let's say A+ rated NJ Movers. Then you can leave this as top rated NJ Movers. I like this one too. We can do 1,000 plus 5-star Google reviews. instead of that, we're gonna say 100% flat rate moving rates. People love seeing that. No hidden fees ever. I like that. We leave that to flat rate. Instead of 5-star rated on Yelp, that's going to be less interesting because we already have a 5-star rated. You can say something like, will be competitor pricing. We'll say we aim to beat competitor. A little too long. 15 years of experience, 15 plus years of experience, rated A plus by the BBB, 100% upfront pricing, moving soon, get $50 off now, a little urgency, 99% success, no damages, everything is included, literally. That would have been nice. We disassemble and assemble. Instead of moving company near you, that's too generic. We're gonna do something like award-winning NJ Movers, and then we're going to say, what else can we say? We offer packing services. So these are going to be better. I don't know the exact interaction rate we're going to get, but I think this will be a lot better than what we have right now, the 2.5%. Why us? Well, you know, this is a site link that, you know, we'll take, so it will show here on the bottom. And then we can add a description here. Click to find out why. Let's make it shorter. Here's why you should choose Optimum. Why you should choose Optimum. We're in New Jersey. We're NJ's favorite movers for years. It's too short. Let's say NJ's favorite movers for years. And so we're gonna save this site link. And if they're moving out of state, that site link is gonna, you know, take care of that. $50 off their move for a local move. And so again, like I showed you before, if people look at the ad, they're going to see the site link right there, and it's gonna make them click, which is gonna improve our interaction rate. So let's save this ad right here. And that's it pretty much. I mean, there's so much more I can show you, and our video is approaching 30 minutes, so I don't want to make it too long, but I just wanted to show you what it is we can do. Now, before I let you go, I just want to show you the kind of landing page we could design for you. So what we did for our clients is we took their website and we, you know, created a new page. We had we made sure that, you know, it's a very high converting page with a lot of text, you know, click to call. So if someone is on a mobile device, they can call for a quote. We also developed this lead form for them that goes right to their email to get these quotes, and, you know, some badges, Google, Yelp, Angie's List. Video of the owners, if you have it, would be amazing. Again, another get quote, which would send you to another form that you can fill out. We made sure to put their BBB rating front and center. Another click to call, a quick little, you know, boxing thing that gets people excited. You know, we beat your competitors, literally beat your competitors. So nice little fun thing. You know, I think it's cool on a page and gets customers engaged. Why customers trust us, you know, what we do, packing, disassembly, reassembly, short or long-term storage, white glove handling. We work with a lot of movers, so we really understand the business. And, you know, the more lead forms, the better. And of course, you want to make it look tactful, and you don't want to make it look too spammy. But As you can notice, the page looks pretty good, but it's very targeted. And we wanted to make sure that when people get to this page, they feel like they can trust the company because they're rated 4.9 on Google and, you know, the BBB thing. So we always want to assert trust for the potential user. And we always want to make sure we have enough click to call buttons and lead form. So if you're a moving company and you're struggling right now with your Google ads, or you have an agency that's not delivering, fill out the lead form that I have in the description. Let's jump on a 20-minute call, no obligation whatsoever. We'll run it through a small PowerPoint, show you what we can do for you. If it works out for you, great. We'd be happy to get you more leads and help you save on your cost per lead, because any account we took over, we were able to 9 out of 10 times reduce your cost per lead by 30 to as much as 80%. I look forward to speaking to you guys, and enjoy your day.